Hi, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Karamveer Singh and we are speaking examiner. Your speaking include three parts. First part is introduction question, second is cue card, and third are follow-ups. So moving on to your first part of your introduction, please let me introduce yourself.
My name is Harmanpreet Kaur. I come from village Pakoke, which is a small village between Kanchi and Malina and located in district Barnala. And I just completed my senior secondary education in Akal Academy, Telegram with the non-medical stream.
Okay, how may I call you?
You may call me by my first name as Harman.
Okay, do you work or study?
Well, I have to go abroad for my higher education, so I'm doing work and also to fulfill my fees, and I also study.
Okay, what subjects you are studying?
Well, as I already said, I have to go abroad for my higher education, so I'm doing my IELTS course to achieve higher band score to go for abroad for my higher education.
Okay, which subjects you have studied in your primary school?
Well, when I was in my primary school, I mainly studied mathematics, science, English, and Punjabi because these are the compulsory subjects in my school.
Which subject is your favorite?
There are the lots of the subjects, but mainly I prefer to study science because I find it very interesting subjects for me to study.
Okay, why you find science interesting?
Well, science is very interesting because we get to know about our nature, not only about our nature, but we also know about our body parts, and which will be very interesting, and we can do lots of the practical work in science.
Okay, what's the name of your hometown?
Well, I live in Pakoke village, which is a small village.
Okay, do you think it is an interesting place to live?
Of course, Pakoke is a very interesting place to live because there are the lots of the places to visit, and it also located on the main road. Due to this, it is very interesting.
What type of facilities are available in your hometown?
There are the lots of the facilities that are available in my hometown, like the water facilities and the facilities which are related to the electricity are also available in my home, and there are also a park which is very beautiful.
What type of improvements do you want to be in your hometown?
Can you repeat the question?
What type of improvements you want to be in your hometown?
I think the water facilities are not too good in my hometown, like or the road facilities. And when there are too much rain, the water on the roads are very water on the roads cause very bad smell in my hometown, and I think it should be improved.
Okay, do you plan to live there for a long time?
Well, as I already said, I have to go abroad for my higher education, so it is not possible for me to live in this hometown.
Okay, do you prefer to play in a public park or a private park?
Well, I'm fond of the playing and the park, and I like to play in both the public or the private park. It doesn't matter the park is public or private, as I prefer to play.
What type of activities do you like to do in a park?
Well, I mainly prefer to play in the park, and sometimes I find it easy to study in the park because all the people are silent in the park.
Okay. Do you prefer to visit park alone or with your friends?
Well, I mainly prefer to visit the park alone because I go in the park to do study, and when I was in my friends, then it is not easy for me to concentrate on my study.
Which type of sports do you like, indoor or outdoor?
Well, I mainly prefer to play the outdoor sports because it also helps us to live a stress-free life. Not only this, but it also helps to regulate our blood circle.
What type of sports are beneficial for our health, outdoor or indoor?
Well, both type of sports are beneficial, just like the chess, which increase the cognitive skills, and the outdoor sports like football, batball, or etc. are increases our mentally and physical health.
Okay, why most of the youngsters today prefer to play indoor games?
I think the main reason for this is reason in the advancement in the technology. Most of the youngsters prefer to play the games on their computer or mobile phones instead of playing outdoor games because they find it easy to play indoor games.
Okay, do you like to buy shoes?
Of course, it will be a very interesting activity for me to buying the shoes because I like the shopping, and the buying shoes was very peaceful for me.
How often do you buy shoes?
I mainly buy shoes once or two times in a month, and I remember last month I buy shoes from the supermarket, which was very beautiful.
What type of shoes do you prefer, comfortable or fashionable ones?
According to me, comfortable shoes are best for us. I vividly remember last time I bought a fashionable clothes which makes me uncomfortable after wearing 2 or 3 hours. So due to this, I give a more preference to buy a comfortable shoes.
Okay, how much money do you spend on shoes?
I spend mostly 2 or 3 thousand rupees on the shoes because I'm not a workaholic people I did not find it easy to spend too much money on shoes, so I give them less preference.
Okay, do you like reading?
Of course, reading is a very interesting activity because we can get more knowledge about many things nature and that's something that are happening around us.
What type of books do you like to read?
I mainly prefer to books which are related to the stories and I have a fond of to learn about the villains or the evils. So I read the books which are related to them.
Okay, do you like to read biographies?
No, I find it very boring to learn the biographies because they are always related to the personal life and I found them very dull.
Okay, do you have a lot of books at your home?
No, I don't have a lot of books in my home because I prefer to read on my mobile phones and I have downloaded many books on my mobile phone.
Okay, do you like advertisements?
Of course, I like the advertisements which are related to the things that are beneficial for me.
What type of advertisements do you like?
I like the advertisements which are related to the toys and the interesting things, and I mainly like the advertisements which comes 1 or 2 times, not repeated.
Okay, do you think advertisements are helpful for us?
Of course, the advertisements are beneficial for us in many ways. Like they gives us knowledge about the interesting objects, and they also aware us about the benefits and the drawbacks of any object.
What type of advertisements you do not like?
I mainly do not like the advertisements which are related to the older people or which are repeated rapidly.
Okay, so your cue card is describe a positive change that you have in your life. You have 1 minute for the preparation, then you have to speak for 2 minutes. Start.
Well, changes are the law of the nature, and many changes occurs in every person's life, and I also faces many changes in my life. Here, I would like to talk about a positive change that occurred in my life. It was a matter of 2 years ago when I was in my 10th standard, and I vividly remember I was not punctual, and I never cared about the time, and I have not any time management or any type of timetable. Well, I remember when there was my mathematics exam, and that exam was the next day, and my parents had to go outside the city for their important work, and that means I had to get up early in the morning, as I was habitual of wake up late at the night. Due to this, I was late in the morning to woke up and get ready for the school. When I reached the school, the exam was already started, and I have to complete the 3 hours exam just in 2 hours. And as it was a mathematics exam, it was tough for me to complete the exam just in 2 hours. But by too much hard work, I completed my exam, and the exam was not very good, and I was very disappointed, and I thought about it day and night. When the result was declared, I was failed in the mathematics exam, and I feel down in the dumps because these were the 10th standard examinations play a very crucial role in our life, and a certificate of 10th examination was very beneficial for me in my future. but I think it gives me a very good lesson in my upcoming days. I started to care about the time and become punctual. I asked my parents about it, and my mother helped me to make a timetable, and I also started to keep a timetable in my pocket. And my sister gifted me a wristwatch, due to which I watch the time in every 1 or 2 hours, and started to do my work on the time. Due to this, I become very punctual and start to do my work on the time, and also manage my time in a very good way. And I think in my present days I was successful due to the time management, and also due to my mother, who helped me to make the timetable. Overall, it is a positive change that occurred in my life and was very beneficial for me.
Okay. Do you think having a change is important?
Of course, having a change is important, but sometimes it is not easy. It is not good for us. Like some changes that made for our goodness are good for us, and sometimes like changes that are occurred due to the force of the parents or the government are not good for us.
What type of changes you suggest to adults to make in their life?
Well, I think most of the adults prefer to use the mobile phones on every time, and I think it should be changed. And adults should need to utilize their time not only with their family but also with their own career, because it helps them in their future.
Okay. Is there any new change that you want to be occur in your life?
Definitely, I want to. As I earlier said, I was not punctual, and now I become punctual. And I think I should be utilizing my sometimes with my family, as I mainly prefer to study when I was free. And I think I should give some time to my family, as I do not give my time to my family in present days.